Okay, so I want to make this video because it actually did super well on Instagram. And obviously, the Spider-Man movie is the hype. I am a huge Spider-Man fanboy. I'm not going to hide from that. I read the Ultimate Comics back in early 2000s. It was a legendary run. That comic can teach you so much about life, and the MCU has drawn so much inspiration from that. I don't want to get too lost in that, but the reason I want to talk about Spider-Man is not even because of the most recent movie. I actually want to talk about something profound from Homecoming, the movie that came out in 2017 that can teach you so much about life, and I also want to relate to how it matters in the context of today. So I'm about to show you the clip, and then we can talk about it.
No, please, Mr.
Let's have
Stark,
it.
you don't understand. This is all I have. I'm nothing without this suit.
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it, okay?
The reason this is powerful, that when Tony Stark tells Spider-Man, if you are nothing without the suit, you shouldn't have it, is because this is what starts off Spider-Man's journey into being himself. And we can see that in this movie, because one of the critiques that the home trilogy had was that, Spider-Man was Tony Stark's fanboy. He was just the sidekick. He was just the person who had to rely on the armor and the cool suits, and without it, it didn't matter. And what that first movie does is that when Peter says, if I'm nothing without the suit, I'm nothing without the suit, please let me keep it, Tony Stark gives him that powerful reply. And the reason that matters is because we all have a suit. Like for me, I realized, like part of the reason I'm back on YouTube and Instagram now is because my version of the suit were these videos. I constantly thought, if I don't make this video and it doesn't do well, it doesn't have the likes, it doesn't have the comments, it just isn't going in the trajectory I want it to go to, I am a failure. I am nothing. I am nothing without the videos that make me good. And you have a suit too, bro. It could be your job, right? It could be your social status. It could be how other people think about you, right? It could be your body. It could be your face. Literally, every single person has a suit. And this is such a powerful point because I think it's pretty common for all of us, especially, that we have this deep subconscious belief, if you don't have that suit, you're nothing. If I can't make the videos work, I'm nothing. Without it, I am nothing. And the challenge that Tony Stark gives Peter Parker is that if you're nothing without that suit, you shouldn't have it. Because the suit does not create Spider-Man. It just enhances him, sure. It amplifies what's there. But Peter Parker, his essence is what makes him the hero. And I think the reason this point is so powerful is because if we go like 3 movies later and we go to like Brand New Day, there's no more Tony Stark. There's no more fancy suit. There is just Peter in this post-erasure world having to make everything work out. And he's trying to do it alone. And that is also a powerful lesson. The movie shows him constantly trying to do it alone, gets him fast. Like, if you want to do it fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. That's the powerful point of the movie. But I think to really appreciate what the latest movies taught us, you gotta look back at the beginning. Because if Tony Stark didn't implement that lesson, Peter would probably have much more of a dependency on the tech, on the gear, on all that stuff. And as somebody who has progressively had the suit removed from him, right? I am something without the suit. But I have to think I am, right? Just how you are probably something and more without that job, without the money, without the fancy watch, without that partner of yours, without all this. But you're not gonna believe it until you're put to the test, until you're put to the challenge. And that's when you're like, I really had it. I was really capable of doing this the whole time.